Hi everybody, welcome back to another auction bargain hunting video. On my last trip to Atkins Auctions, I was hugely successful. Of course, I only have £100 to spend, and somehow it worked out that I only spent £100. I got a wonderful bookcase, I got a side table, and some really good pictures, like watercolor pictures. Now, I did also ask many of you, all of you in fact, to help me decide on what I'm calling this new business. And so many of you had such great ideas and suggestions and names, but we've narrowed it down and I've gone with, and I think many of you will be happy, the Countess's Corner. Because this is gonna be set up in a corner to begin with in the Coach House Cafe. There's a little corner there that I'll be able to use, and I think that's a perfect place to start. Now, I do need to though fill that corner a little bit more. I've got, 2 pieces of furniture and some pictures, but today I'm gonna be looking at showing you here and then heading to Busby's, which is about 15 minutes away from here in Bridport. And I've found some fantastic objects, more pictures that I'm excited to share with you, that I thought I could put them onto the bookcase and on the table, and it would really kind of bulk it out. And then maybe I can start to set it up and it will sell, fingers crossed. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking at, and I quite like it, is it's 18th century. So, it's Georgian basically. Battersea, which is a part of London, enamel gaming token basket. But I don't think any of us would necessarily use it as a gaming basket anymore. We would use it to put like crisps in, or nuts, or olives. It looks kind of in not great condition, but considering it's 300 years old, I'll give it that. And so we'll see what it's looked like when I get there up close and personal, see how the condition it's in and the size. Okay. Then, as many of you know, I am slightly obsessed with anything royal, from my royal mug collection here, which does need to be teased out. There's a lot of royal mugs there, to finding it online. These I thought are really special. And I thought for those of you who are coming to visit, you might be able to, from America or Canada or anywhere else in the world, you might be able to purchase these and stick them in your suitcase. So these are 2 Macclesfield silk weavings, one of the coronation of Elizabeth II. So I'll just pull that up. And it's a silk weaving. I need to see what it looks like up close and personal. And then the other one, which I really like, is a man on a loom. So it's kind of special. Anyway, let's see what that one looks like. Oh, and if you're wondering costs, I should go back, the 18th century Battersea enamel gaming, but I would just put crisps in it, estimate is between 30 and 50. This estimate is between 15 and 25. So I'm already possibly halfway over my budget. If they went for the lowest of lowest, I would be at £45. Then I thought this is just separate, because I'm just going to show you this. Everybody knows, or if you don't know and you're new to my channel, I have another channel called Julie in Italy, and I love it, love it, love it. And this is a painted picture of Santa Margherita, and it's really special to me because I recently visited Santa Margherita with my son Jack before I moved him into University of Bologna, where he studied for a year. We went on a trip there. So I'd like to actually, and it's signed and dated by Harry Arthur Riley, and it starts at £30, and I thought it just would be a good gift for Jack, like a Christmas gift. So anyway, fingers crossed I get that, because I'd be really happy if I got that. Then what we have is this. Now I thought this was really interesting, because it's a 20th century lithograph parlor scene. It's signed, and as it's 20th century, it could have been around the time of Alberta, my husband's great-grandmother, the American Heiress and 9th Countess of Sandwich, who is the subject of my dissertation. I don't know if she necessarily got dressed up like that, but it does sort of remind me of that Gilded Age. By the way, if you haven't watched my Gilded Age YouTube channel, do check it out, because I'm obsessed. Just like I am with anything royal, I'm obsessed with the Gilded Age. So we'll look at that. And again, that's at £30. So I'm really kind of creeping up on my budget. I'm not saying I'm going to get all of everything that I bid on. However, I did like possibly another side table. I'm not sure. This is a Regency mahogany Pembroke table with 2 drawers and then 2 kind of side leaves, if you like. Maybe they only have 1 picture. It's got wheels. I've got to see the condition. It looks like there might be a stain over there, but possibly that. And again, that is, can you believe that? 40 pounds is it's what it's starting at. Okay, then we go back to Italy. And this is fantastic, you guys. An Italian porcelain table lamp. Really like it. And it says it's retailed by Casa Fina Salisbury. I don't know what that is, but obviously some retail shop that probably would have sold, could have been back in the day, or maybe it exists now, sold Italian porcelain. That is 20 pounds. I'm well past the 100-pound budget right now, but I'm not going to win everything. I know that this time. And just like the last time, I wasn't successful on everything. However, I thought, I'm not keen on Victorian and Edwardian furniture so much, but I did like this. And again, this reminds me of Alberta's time, which was, of course, the end of the Victorian era and start of the Edwardian. This is an Edwardian satin mahogany, and the marquetry looks really quite pretty. So if I'm going to get you guys close up. I can't do it here. But the marquetry looks nice, and it's a 2-handled tray with bell flower decoration. Again, look at that. That's starting at 20 pounds. I mean, that is some real craftsmanship there. So, and then, okay, there is one more. There's one more. Not so sure on it, but because it starts at 5 pounds, you guys are not even going, you're going to be like, wait, what? Yes. This is starting at 5 pounds. This is a glazed, again, mahogany and lined, inlaid corner cupboard. And that's a place you could put, it's like a little cabinet of curiosities, and you could put, you know, all your trinkets in there. Oh, I've missed one more thing too, everybody. Wow. Okay. See, I've missed one more thing. Because it just came to me, because as soon as I said trinkets, I was like, wait, what about this? This is my last one, I promise you. So you're going to want to come here from America or Canada and buy these. And yeah, you are. So, or I might take them myself. There's basically 3 Richard Goetz for Wedgwood commemorative mugs, 1953. Look at ER2. There's 2 there. So these look, I need to go check them out. And you're going to check them out with me because I'm about to head to Busby's. As promised, heading to Busby's. I've written down the lot numbers I want to look at, which you are going to look at with me as well. And then I've got to make a plan, like what the priority is. Fingers crossed, everybody. I like what I see, and I can find a few things for 100 pounds or less. When I say find it, successfully bid on it. This is in no particular order, but here's 1337. And remember, I noticed that it had this sort of a slight stain on the back. The knobs are a bit wonky. You can probably see that from there. And that's easily replaceable. I mean, it's pretty. I'd have to probably re-sand up here and re-polish and varnish. I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's pretty, but it wasn't like a number 1 choice, everybody. Anyway. Okay, I'm looking for 1247. I think these are in somewhat order. I must be going the wrong way. Let's spin it around. Okay. That's sweet. I saw that, but I wasn't sure about the holes. It's an occasional table. I'm obsessed with occasional tables. That's not on my list.
I have 1128. That's 1286. That is so pretty. Okay. Oh, that's right. This is a pair, everybody. So I could get 2 for the price of 1. I actually like these. But I do have, okay. I've got the bobbin one. Let's sell that first and then work on getting some more. All right, 1247. Oh, looks like it's the Italian lamp. Looks like we're in the right spot. There are some lamps here. 1247. I see it. No. Wait. Here's 1245. 1247. Let me know in the comment. Here it is. Here it is. Wow. Okay. What do we think? It's quite decorative. And it is a statement piece. It's going to be a question mark for me. It's really big. It's much bigger here than it is on the screen, obviously, but you know what I mean. This is a coat stand? Not so sure. This was not on my list. It's just an interesting piece. And it even has a mirror. Look what I found. This is a definite, yes, it's okay. Not exactly what I would choose, but there's something about the marquetry. I don't know. I really like it. And if I get it for a good price, this Edwardian tray, it's, you know, this is pretty decent craftsmanship here. I like it. There's a bit cracked there on the end. Hopefully you can see that, but I can easily repair that. That's not a problem. This could be my number 1 pick. What do you guys think? Here we are, corner cabinet 1146. I do like it, everybody. I do really, really like it. I might have to open it up in a second. Oh, but there's something about it. I'm not necessarily keen so much on this, but it's a hanging one as well. So it's got the hooks there. You can hang it. Oh, I quite like it. I think I could sell this in the Countess's corner. I actually really like it. Okay, ooh. Okay, definitely. I'm glad I came to see this. This is definitely a no. For me, it's way too embellished. Look at the feet. It's not in great shape. This is the Regency table, 1128, with the side leaves there. I mean, there are bits of it that I like, but it would need some fixing up. Yeah. I'm not saying it's, I mean, now that I see it a little bit more, I'm kind of coming around to liking it, but okay, so I kind of just take back everything I said. I actually do like it. I do quite like the features, but I think there are 2 other pieces that I like more, and this is something to look at another date. There'll be more of these to find. This is the same artist, Riley, as the Santa Margherita one, so possibly I could get both. I don't know. I think that looks like an Italian scene to me. It's definitely not a British one. I don't think so. Maybe. No, definitely not. I don't like the frame either. I mean, I think it's pretty, but no. Okay, that was easy. That one was easy to decide. I love this bowl, but that would just be personally for me, and I have enough of those, so that's not gonna happen. I'm looking for lot number 3. What is it? 322345. 322. So pretty. Look at 322 345. 322 345. 322, getting closer. 322 345. Where is it? Okay, there's Santa Margarita. I think that'd be perfect for Jack. I'm gonna try and get that one, not the other one, but that one for sure. This, I think I can definitely sell. This is an accurate map of Dorsetshire. And divided into hundreds, it says. Be careful there. And let's just see. Can we see? Here's Bridport, where I am right now. Okay. Mapperton, found it. There we go. Oh, it only had one P back then. There we go, Mapperton. I think this is going to be possibly a yes. Well, they're
So good. That one's a good one.
God save, what does it say? God save the Queen. And these are enormous, though. Wow.
What is that? Hasn't been out yet.
That, right, there we go. Well, I'm quite interested. Okay, so these are probably too big, but this one's quite sweet. I don't know. I mean, it's 18th century.
So it's bound to be a bit.
It's quite pretty.
Yeah.
And it's much better condition.
looked at it.
Yeah, exactly. Great. I'm glad nobody's looked at it. This is brilliant. I really like this one. Okay. Okay, great. That really helps me a lot. Thank you so much. Nope, that's it. Well, that was hugely successful. It's always worth going to see them because, for example, those Queen Elizabeth II mugs, they were enormous. I thought they were like little petite ones. And so I was able to cross things off the list, but also take things that I want. So fingers crossed, bidding starts tomorrow.
It's a big day, everybody. It is bidding day at Busby's. So here we go. I have my list of things that I've decided to bid on. And that will be the lot number 322, and that was that 18th century kind of gaming dish, if you like. But I think it's small, but I think it's quite sweet. Put olives or crisp. I don't know. I really like it, and it was in good condition. And I'm hoping I could get a good price on that because she said I had to ask her, as you saw, so she could show me where the lot was. And she was like, "Oh, you're the first person to look at it." So I'm going to go in low. So I'm going to go in the lowest that it's listed for. And then I've said yes to the silk weavings. I don't know, I thought they're interesting, but I'm going to go to the lowest bid on that one. Then I still, about the Italian lamp, I'm still in two minds about that. I just don't think so. I think it's so enormous. Then I said yes to the corner cabinet. I really like that. So I'm going to bid lowest bid on that. And the Edwardian tray. I'm going to bid the lowest bid on that. So I'm trying to get 4 is what I have here. And with my lowest bids, that gets me to £100, believe it or not. It's a good number, £100. So I don't know, I mean, I might not get any of them, but let's wait and see. It's live. I've got to go for it now, and I've got to sit here and wait for it to come up and be really, really quick. Not the most beautiful day here in England. Well, that is in Dorset. So I've got my raincoat on, jumper on. It's cold, even though it's June, it's cold. But I can't complain so much about the weather because this summer, because actually it's been probably the best summer, well, spring summer I can remember since I moved here over 20 years ago. So one day of rain is probably what we need. Anyway, I am on my way to collect my winnings, my successful bids from Busby's. And I think you'll be quite surprised because
I wasn't successful on as many as I thought I was going to be, which was a real shame. And then I happened to go on, because I put in some absentee bids, and then I also was trying to go on when I could go on. Remember, it was a 2-day sale, so it's not like I could be on there all day, both days. But I happened to go on when one piece of furniture, an item, it came up, and it was one that I looked at with you all, and I was like, no. And it literally, no one was bidding on it, and it was 15 pounds. You will not believe what I just succeeded at bidding on for 15 pounds. It's a bit nuts, to be perfectly honest. Also, if you do watch our other channel, Mapperton Live, you know that I've been recently renovating a farmhouse. It's done, but it was missing 2 chairs, and it wasn't like needed right away, but it needed at some point. Missing 2 chairs in the sitting room, and I found the right ones. So, and I got the pair for 60 quid. So I'm really happy about that. So that's gonna head into the back of the Land Rover as well. But, and yeah, I think I was successful on 2 other things for my Countess's Corner. So watch and see. Here we go. Let's collect them now. They are going to bring out my stuff, which is very exciting. So I think I need to reverse here. Definitely. Hold on, everybody. That is my 15-pound buy, a Regency table. Can you even believe that? I'm going to give you more of a look as soon as I get it back at Mapperton. I'm just digressing a bit from the Countess's Corner, but as I mentioned, I was successful on a couple of chairs at Busby's. And as the farmhouse that we've just renovated sleeps 10, really I needed more chairs in here. So I thought that these cane-backed chairs were perfect for this. Look at this lovely view. I know it's hard to see, but there you go. And I think it's perfect. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 who can sit in here. And then if I spin it around, you know, you've got 8, 9, 10. So perfect amount. And I'm really, really happy with these chairs. I think that they look great. Anyway, let's head back down because I've got to set up, I've got to show you my 15-pound, like in detail, steal of a deal. Moment of truth, everybody. We are setting up the Countess's Corner today, but I've just left my key inside. Okay, now, I did mention what I purchased, and it was something that I wasn't even going to bid for. And there it is under, they gave me a blanket. That's fantastic. So this is this Regency table. I mean, how could I have not bid for this? 15 pounds. That's what I'm saying. So 15 pounds, but I'm gonna bring it out carefully because they were quite careful. Stick my key back in here. Okay, great. Got it. Those blankets are always really handy. Okay, here it is. Here's my baby, 15 pounds. Can you, I mean, how? How I got this for 15 pounds, I don't know. Actually. Okay. How is this going to fit in here is the other question. Holly's gonna be like, what? Becca's gonna be like, what? Don't worry. Becca's like, what is happening? Okay. My plan here is to kind of move this table over there and just put my bits here and call it the Countess's Corner. So that's gonna be my plan. And I think this is where people will be walking to and from. Super easy. So let's just start to move this table. Sorry, everybody. Actually, I'm gonna move these down.
And I have no idea what I'm gonna charge for this, but look at the lovely detail everywhere. I think it's brilliant. It's so good. I mean, yes, there's bits, but I'm gonna give it a good clean, see what I can get off, get a good little wax, see what I can get off, but oh my God. Before we head over to the North Stable Block to bring over a couple more pieces, I was successful on one more bit, but it's gonna stay in the car for the time being. And this is the Santa Margherita, and it's a lovely, lovely watercolor. And this will be a gift for Jack for probably for Christmas. But it's got some fox spots on it. I'm fine with it. I think it's really pretty. It's been hung well in the back, and it will go great in his bedroom in his flat in London. So we'll put that back in. There we go. All right, let's head over. I've got the North Stable Block key. And I can't believe it's happening. So the question is, everybody, well, the question is for me, and hopefully you guys can help me. Like, what do I charge for these items? And of course, I need to make a profit. That it's a business. This is a new business, but I want to be fair and reasonable. Looks like we've had wedding happen, so these are from the wedding. Right. So what we have here is we've got the bookcase. So I might have to have cameraman help me with the bookcase. Let's just take these off. Here we go. And the lone picture of a castle. I don't know what castle that is. It does say, no, it doesn't. But I think it's really pretty. Okay, this is the table, remember, really wanted this table, and I got it. I think it's so pretty. Somebody's gonna want this. It's in great shape. It's like it's been recently, I think, sort of repolished because it's in good nick. Okay, excellent. And there's people here today, by the way. So even though I don't have the sign set up and the prices, it doesn't matter. There's some people, there's people. Okay. Okay, everybody, here it is, the Countess's corner. Now, there's a timber beam there, so I can gently, tack something in there that says the Countess's corner, and then list some prices. It's just, I don't know what I'm going to list these for. Maybe we do 150, yeah? You think I think 150 for this. It's a really nice table, 150, 75, and bookcase I got for 10, plus commission, whatever, 15, you're at 15 to 20 pounds there. I think we go definitely 150 here. I think we might go in the range of like 100 here, or like 90 to 100 here, because there is some damage here. It means somebody's gonna have to do something. And then 60 here. Oh, and the picture. I got a group of them together, remember? But this one is, it says what castle it is. Either it's Lafarney or Lagarney. I'm gonna say Lagarney Castle. Watercolor, artist Roy Carter. Says he's based in Cardiff. So possibly I can take this sticker off. And it was done August 23rd, 2016. Well, I'll have to make sure that people know what castle it is. 20, 60, so I remember. 150, 100. Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's starting. Okay, comment down below, everybody. What do you think the Countess's Corner, which you all named, many of you named, that was the most popular. is now set up. I just have to put a sign here and some prices on these. And I mean, am I going to sell my first piece of furniture? Coming soon, I hope.